Yeah, that would be good. Thank you. But if you can catch Marley, you can take him for a walk. He's hard to catch.
Viva.
Okay, Bobbie, you can start.
Thanks, Kassar. So I'll just put myself on gallery view here. Hello. So good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to an adapted seated yoga practice. And so an invitation is always to get started by finding a comfortable sitting position. And so sit in a way that you feel the most at ease. So it can be challenging for our nervous system to calm down if we're uncomfortable in our bodies. And then as you're ready, roll your shoulders back and down. Relax your arms in your lap or by your side, wherever feels comfortable for you. And then an invitation, if you'd like, to bring your hands into prayer pose at your heart center. And so it might be palms together or palms open. If this placement of your hands makes you lose your balance, choose another placement for your hands. And so we never forfeit balance to come into a pose or movement. And then as you're ready, lift your heart to your hands, bow your head to your heart. And an invitation to take a few moments to allow yourself to consciously enter into the present. And setting aside whatever was going on for you before the yoga class for the duration, knowing that you can come back to that after class. And so when you're ready, if your eyes are closed, gradually blink your eyes. And so some of you might notice that I have a little bunny rabbit that's hopping around in the back. His name is Evie. He's a little sweetheart. And so, of course, most of us are practicing from home. So we may have children or pets. So all are welcome. And so an invitation now again to just roll your shoulders back and down. Relax your hands in your lap or by your side, wherever feels most comfortable for you. And then if you'd like, an invitation to close your eyes softly or soft gaze downwards. And to notice the alignment of your hips, knees, ankles, shoulders over your hips. Chin in parallel with the floor. Our attention moves inward. Allow your facial muscles to soften and release. Bring a gentle awareness to your breath. And placing one hand on your yoga belly Maybe noticing that as we inhale, belly moves out. On exhale, belly moves in. And maybe taking another hand to your heart center and noticing the pattern of movement between your abdomen and your upper torso. And then see if you can invite your breath to be just a little bit longer than it was when we began. And then maybe changing placements of your hands if you'd like. And notice the length of the exhale. So when we lengthen our exhale, it engages the relaxation response, allowing us to let go of holding, stress, and tension. So I'd like to invite you during your yoga practice today, whenever possible, to bring your awareness back to this deep, easeful breath. And so if your eyes are closed, gently blink your eyes open. And so an invitation now to bring your palms together and rub them a little. And then taking your hands apart, maybe feel the warmth and heat between your hands. Rub your palms together again. And this time as you're rubbing your hands together, I'd like you to notice where in your body you're holding stress and tension. And see if you can bring some of the loving energy from your hands and place them on that part of your body. So allowing your body to absorb the loving energy from your hands. And rub your palms together again. And this time, maybe see if you can notice a new place in your body, different place where you need a little extra TLC, and place your hands there. Open to receive. Return to the breath. Notice, is it still long and smooth and easeful? Okay. And so from here, I'd like to transition into a practice called toning. So toning is a lovely way to release some of the tension that we're holding in our body. And so we can add movement to the sounds. And so today we'll add arm movements to the sounds. And so I'd like to invite you to explore toning the 3 letters A, O, and M. And of course, you're more than welcome to listen if you'd rather. And so we're sitting up nice and tall. And then as ready, reach your arm up to the sky. So as high as feels comfortable for you. And as you lower your arm, sound the letter A. A. Reach the opposite arm up. This time as you lower your arm, sound the letter O. O. Both arms reach up. And this time the letter M. M. And so we'll practice one more round. And so it's not meant to be a big external sound. It's more about the vibration of the sound. So maybe in the space around you, you can feel it in your body. And so as you're ready, reach your arm up to the sky. Other side, reaching up. O. O. Both arms reach up. Letter M. M. And so here, let's take 3 deep breaths in. So I'll inhale. Inhale. And one more deep breath. Inhale. And so we're going to start by moving our head just a little bit to begin to warm up the body. And so as you're ready, bring your chin gently towards your chest. And when you feel your neck is ready, turn a soft gaze looking up towards the ceiling. So maybe your eyes meet where the ceiling meets the wall. And so we'll continue this gentle movement, warming up our cervical spine. And so we're still sitting up nice and tall. Our breath is soft and smooth and easeful. And then when you're ready, finish up the movement that you're on, and then take one ear towards your shoulder, and then move your head back and forth. And so checking out our range of motion. And so when you're ready, bring your head back to center, and then turn a soft gaze looking towards your shoulder. So only turn your head as far as feels comfortable for you. And then move your head back to center, and then turn your head towards your opposite shoulder. So moving our head from side to side. So it's as if we're nodding no. And when you're ready, bring your head back to center. And so we warmed up our neck, and so we've moved through 3 planes of movement. Now we're going to continue down along our spine with a movement called cat and cow. So you're sitting up nice and tall. When you're ready, an invitation to round your back. And so draw your chest in. It's as if our sternums move into the back of our ribs. And then the sternum lifts, moves forward. Open up your solar plexus, lift your heart, your throat. And we'll continue this gentle warm up for our upper back. And so you might notice that as you round your back, your hands naturally have a tendency to slide in towards your knees. On inhale, hands slide in towards our hips. So move in a way that feels natural for you. So natural that your movements and your breath become one. And then as you're ready, come on back to a neutral spine. And then I'd like to invite you to reach one hand towards the earth, towards the floor. So if you're reaching to pick something up, hold on to the opposite side of the chair. And so essentially we want our shoulder lined up with shoulder. If it's helpful, you can imagine you're seated between 2 panes of glass. And then we'll move from side to side. And so it might be helpful as you reach towards the floor, reach on an exhale. Inhale, come on back center. Exhale, reach towards the floor on the other side. And so alternatively, it might just feel good to inhale to one side, exhale to the other today. And so you might notice that as we warm up the movements, become more easeful. Maybe we're able to go a little bit deeper. And then when you're ready, finish up the movement that you're on. Come on back to a neutral spine. And from here, we're going to come into a gentle twist. So we're sitting up nice and tall, and then beginning at the base of your lumbar spine, you're going to twist to the side, moving up one vertebrae at a time. So your hand can slide in towards your hip, your head turns last. And then we'll move dynamically, twisting from side to side. So this is a gentle twist. We're not going to our full range. And finish up the movement that you're on. Come back to a neutral spine. And then I'd like to invite you to just take a few moments to notice, has anything changed for you energetically since we started? So we notice the effects of the movements. And so from here, let's bring our awareness to our hands. Let's tap our fingers with our hands resting where they are. And then maybe a little bit of air piano. Right. And then maybe stretch your palms, so extension and then contract. Stretch, extend, and contract. And then when you're ready, roll your wrists. Rotate your wrists. And maybe see if you can slow the movements down. So mindful movement, maybe even taking a look at your hands with appreciation for all that they do. And then rotate your wrists in the opposite direction. And then imagine, if you'd like, that you're moving your hands through water. And then push your hands away. Pull your hands back. Push your hands away. Pull your hands back. So with this movement, not only are we getting into all the major joints in our arms, we're getting that synovial fluid. Mother Nature's WD-40 flowing into all our joints, our arms. We're also getting into the inside and outside of our shoulder blades. So it's like we're giving our upper back a little massage. Push your hands away, pull your hands back. Nice. So now we're going to just jump right in, transition into yoga swim. So your arms can be as high or low as you'd like. So we'll start freestyle. And then how about backstroke? And breaststroke. Side stroke. Other side. And we'll finish up with butterfly. Okay, so take a moment. You feel your work. No doubt you feel a little more energized. And so let's repose. An invitation to ground down through your feet, center and ground through the soles of your feet. Maybe ground down to your sits bones. Notice where your bum and your thighs are in contact with your seat. Lengthen your spine. Roll your shoulders back and down. Tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. And so from here, I'd like to invite you to reach your arm up. So maybe in line with your shoulder, a little bit lower if that feels better for you. Turn your palm face up. And then with a soft bend in your elbow, extend your arm away from you. Yeah, bring your arm back center. Palm face down, release. Other side, reach up, spiral your palm open, extend your arm away from you. Bring your arm back center. Palm face down, release. So we'll continue the same movements, but this time if it feels okay for your neck, turn a soft gaze looking past your middle finger to bring your arm out to the side. So here we go, reach up, spiral your palm open. So soft gaze forward or soft gaze past your middle finger. Extend your arm away from you. On inhale, we'll meet back center. Palm face down, release. Other side, reach up, spiral your palm open. Moving with grace and ease, extend your arm away. On inhale, come on back center. Palm face down, release. And so this time when we bring our arm out to the side, let's explore adding a sound to the movement. So the sound is shh. Here we go, reach up, spiral your palm open. Exhale, shh. Inhale, come back center. Palm face down, release. One last time, reach up, spiral your palm open. Exhale, shh. Inhale, come back center. Palm face down, release. Nice. So I think from here, I'd like to come into practice I haven't shared with this group for a little while. So this is called, this is a meditation on the heart, and it's called sun breath. And so an invitation to bring your hands together at your heart center in prayer pose. If it feels better to have your hands at your yoga belly, that's totally cool. And so on inhale, extend your arms up and away. So I feel good with my arms are just a little bit lower than my shoulders. Maybe yours are up higher, lower. And then bring your hands back to your heart center for your yoga belly. And so inhale, extend your arms up and away. And this time, as you bring your hands back, make soft fists. So that's great if you happen to have arthritis in your hands. And then if you'd like, as we're practicing this gentle heart opener, imagine the sun at your heart center. Now on your inhales, as you extend your arms up and away, imagine the radiant light of the sun radiating out all around you. And then gather that light and bring it back inside. So it's a symbol of the light that's always inside us. Inhale. This time on your exhale, let's make a bumblebee sound, a humming sound. Inhale. So bumblebee breath, you might notice, lengthens the exhale. Place one hand on your yoga belly, the other on your heart center. And maybe notice the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. Okay. And so from here, let's transition into a side stretch. So take hold of the underside of the chair. Sit up nice and tall, extend your opposite arm. So I'll give you 3 choices for placements for your extended arm. So it might be on your shoulder, maybe on your hip, or maybe it feels good to reach up and over. So today on this side, I'm just going to take my hand to my shoulder. So here we go. Extend your arm, spiral your palm open. Inhale, take your arm to your place. Exhale, come into your side bend. Turn a soft gaze downwards to release your neck and breathe into your rib cage. And can you imagine breathing in below your rib cage? And come out of the pose on this side. So we'll practice this on the other side. Take hold of the underside of the chair, extend your opposite arm, spiral your palm open. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come into your side bend. Turn a soft gaze down towards the floor to release your neck. Breathe into your rib cage. Can you imagine breathing in below your rib cage? And come out of the pose on this side. So let's come into one more time on each side. And this one, you notice if you feel maybe a subtle change. So we're holding on to the underside of the chair. Extend your opposite arm, spiral your palm open. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come into your side bend. Turn a soft gaze down towards the floor. Palm face down, release. So other side, hold the underside of the chair, extend your opposite arm, spiral your palm open. Inhale, reach up. And come into your side bend. And palm face down, release. Nice. Okay. And so from here, we're going to come into a modified seated version of sun salutation. So with some of the movements, you might be visualizing the movement today. And so know that visualization, imagination is powerful. And so begin by sitting up nice and tall. Bring your arms by your sides, spiral your palms open. Take your hands to your heart center. Bow your head to your heart. Reach up to the sky, gentle back arch. So lift your heart, bend from above your shoulder blades. Hinging from the hips, come forward with a flat back. So you might take hold of the underside of the chair, chin in. When you're ready, come back to a neutral spine. We'll come into warrior one. So for this movement, you're taking your leg under the front of the chair, or you're visualizing this movement. Can add our arm. Arm can be up along your ear and gold pose at your hip. You choose. Warrior one. Release your arm down, step your foot forward, hinging from the hips. Place your forearms on your lap. So you're going to come into a version of downward facing dog. Lengthen your spine, chin in. When you're ready, place your hands on your lap. Lower your upper body a little more. We'll come into baby cobra. So lift your sternum. Lift your heart, your solar plexus. Downward facing dog, we can place our forearms on our lap again. Lengthen your spine, chin in. When you're ready, pushing down through your inner heels. So it might be an energetic pushing down. One hand on each near thigh, come back to a neutral spine. Warrior one on the other side. Tuck your leg under the front of the chair. Visualize it. Reach your arm up to your place. Put your arm down. Step your foot forward, hinging from the hips. Spiral your palms open. Reach up to the sky. Then maybe our hands come together in prayer down through the heart. So let's practice one more round. Arms by your sides. Spiral your palms open. Take your hands to your heart center. Reach up to the sky. Gentle back arch. Lift your heart. Hinging from the hips. Come forward with a flat back. Chin in, lengthen your spine. Come on back up. into warrior one. So begin on the other side this time. Tuck your leg under the front of the chair. Visualize the movement. Reach your arm up to the sky. Warrior one. Float your arm down. Step your foot forward, hinging from the hips. Come into downward facing dog. So for this version, let's explore placing our arms on a diagonal. So your hands reach towards where the ceiling meets the wall. Baby cobra, lower your upper body a little, hands on your thighs. And then lift your sternum, your solar plexus, your heart. Downward facing dog, arms on a diagonal. And then when you're ready, come on back up into a neutral spine. Come into warrior one on the other side. Step your leg under the front of the chair. Visualize the movement. Reach your arm up to the sky. Have a soft bend in your elbow. Nice. Float your arm down. Step your foot forward, hinging from the hips. Spiral your palms open. Reach up to the sky. Then maybe your hands come together in prayer down through the heart. Place one hand on your yoga belly, the other on your heart center. And maybe just take a moment to feel the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. Maybe take a rest. And so from here, we'll come into seated forward fold. So an invitation to take hold of the underside of the chair, hinging from the hips, come forward. So about 20%. So flat back. Lead with the heart, not the head. Tuck your chin in slightly to release your neck. And then breathe into your lower back. Yeah, and then when you're ready, I'd like to invite you to walk your hands over to your thigh. Turn your torso in that direction. So we're going to come into a variation of a side stretch here. And then walk your hands across to the other side, other thigh. Go as deep as you like with this. And then come on back center. And come on up. And release. Okay. So let's come into a back bend here to help counter some of that collapsing. I think a lot of us do in our chest. And so beginning with sitting up nice and tall, take hold of the underside of the chair. Lift your sternum, your heart, soft gaze up. Maybe your eyes meet where the ceiling meets the wall. And so this might be your back bend today, or alternatively, it might feel okay to take hold of your wrist. And release. Okay. And so from here, let's come into a deeper version of a twist. So we're sitting up nice and tall. You lengthen your spine. And then when you're ready, reach your hand across to the outside of your knee or thigh. Your other hand comes beside you on the chair or behind you. So you can see we're already into the twist at this point, but let's see if we can go a little bit deeper. So inhale, lengthen our spine. So begin at the base of your vertebrae, moving up one vertebrae at a time. Coming into the twist, our head turns last. And so eyes are closed softly, focused inward, or soften your gaze. And then as you're ready, slowly come out of the pose. Come on back to a neutral spine. Take a few moments. And then we'll inhale, lengthen our spine. Exhale, come into the twist on the other side. So you take your hand to the outside of your knee or thigh. Your other hand comes beside you or behind you on the chair. Inhale, again, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, begin at the base of your spine, moving up one vertebrae at a time. And then it's ready, slowly unwind, come back to a neutral spot. So let's rock and roll. Reach your arms up to the sky and twist. So I'm just going to invite you to do this in your own time and rhythm for a few more breaths. And so we'll do one more and then find your way back to a neutral spot. Nice. Okay. So side bends, twists are pretty intense spinal movements. So we need to realign our spine. And we can do that with a seated forward fold. You just take hold of the underside of your chair, lengthen your spine. Hinging from the hips will come into a forward fold. Tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. Again, breathe into your lower back. You might imagine that your lungs are in your lower back. And then as ready, slowly come back up. So pushing down through your inner heels. So it might be an energetic pushing down. One hand on each of your thigh, come back up to a neutral spine. So I think today I'd like to share a practice called Breath of Joy. And so we have a bit of time. And so make sure that there's nothing around you that you can whack your hands on. We are going to bring our arms out to the side and in front. And so the way it's practiced is 3 inhales, essentially sniffs into our nose, and then exhale happens naturally. So we'll do 3 rounds. So here we go. Inhale, 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 and 2 more times. Inhale, 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 and inhale, 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 and nice. So bring your hands so they're just in front of you, a little bit apart. And you might close your eyes softly or soften your gaze and see if you notice any subtle sensations between your hands. So there's no right or wrongs. You feel something, you might not. So maybe bringing your hands a little further apart, closer together. Turn your palms face up, reach up to the sky. So maybe feeling a lightness. And palms face down, a grounding sensation. Extend one arm up, out to the side, gaze and pass your middle finger. Palm face down, release. Other side, extend your arm, spiral your palm open, reach up to the sky, palm face down. Other side, arms by your side, spiral your palms open, reach up, up, up. And maybe your hands come together in prayer down through. Nice. So I think we'll do one more pose before we come into a short guided meditation. A few practices to kind of hijack our nervous system. So we're going to come down off the mountain after this next pose. And so when you're ready, eagle pose, modify. So bend our elbows, palms face each other, sitting up nice and tall. Then reach across, cup your elbow point. Draw your arm into the midline. Let that same shoulder soften away from your ear. Maybe reaching up a little higher. And then I want you to imagine the intensity of an eagle eye. And release. So let's do this on the other side. Bend our elbows, reach across, cup your elbow point. Draw your arm into the midline. Let that same shoulder soften away from your ear. Inhale, reach up a little higher. Eagle pose. So you can come out of the pose anytime you'd like. Come back into it or not. And release. Nice. So extend your arms out to the side, spiral your palms open, cross one arm over the other. Take hold of your shoulders wherever you can reach comfortably. And see if you can walk your fingertips back a little bit, drop your chin towards your chest. Allow your shoulders to round towards your front body. And so this is an I love me bear hug number 1. Remembering which arm is on top, extend your arms out to the side again. And this time we're going to cross the opposite arm over. Take hold of your shoulders, walk your fingertips back, drop your chin towards your heart. Allow your shoulders to round towards your front body. I love me, bear hug number 2. And release, and a little shake out. Okay. All right, so at this time, I'd like to invite you to find a comfortable sitting position. And so sit in a way that you feel the most at ease. And so I'd like to share a few practices with you that I've learned that can calm the nervous system. And so you can lean back in your chair if you like, place one hand on your belly, the other hand on top. And then an invitation to making circular movements, moving towards your, move whatever way feels comfortable for you. Just massaging our belly. So we want a soft feel with the belly. So essentially moving clockwise. So we're massaging our organs, our liver, our stomach. And then if you'd like, and it's available to you, if you can lean forward a little bit, bring your hands to your lower back and give your lower back a little massage. And then when you're ready, sweeping your hands forward, we'll inhale, let, exhale, go. Nice. And so, actually, I think we'll just transition into a short guided meditation now, and then from there into your final relaxation. And so I'd like to give you 3 options for your meditation today. So one of them might be that you bring your awareness to your breath. Your palms are face down on your lap. Draw your hands in towards your heart. Look down and into your heart. See what you can see. And so breathing in, I know that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know that I'm breathing out. As my in-breath grows deep, my out-breath grows slow. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Dwelling in the present moment, I know this is a wonderful moment. And so alternatively, if the breath doesn't work for you, you can bring a gentle awareness to the soundscape around you. So notice the sound furthest away from you. And bring your awareness to the sound closest to you. Maybe you can hear the sound of your breath, the sound of your heartbeat. And then bring your awareness to the sound in between the sounds closest to you and furthest away. And then lastly, you're just bringing a sense of gravity. The sense of gravity, pulling your shoulders away from your ears, moving down, down to your feet. And so grounding your feet. So giving us that connection with Mother Earth. Ground through your feet, centering ground through the soles of your feet. And so whatever practice you've chosen, the breath, soundscape, or sense of gravity. We'll just spend a few moments here. A few breaths together. And so an invitation now to transition into a final relaxation. And so this is meant to be a deep conscious relaxation. So we're not meant to fall asleep. And then if you fall asleep, no judgment, just means you're tired. And so if you have the ability to recline in your chair, go for it. You might place something on your lap. Sometimes like to have a blanket on my lap, a little bit of weight can encourage a grounding sensation, can help with fatigue. And so an invitation to find that comfortable sitting position and then roll your shoulders back and down. And so this is not a big scrunch up towards our ears. Essentially, we're inviting our shoulders to soften away from our ears. Eyes are closed softly, focused inward, or soften your gaze downwards. Hands can be resting, palms up or palms down as desired. And so soft palms, soft yoga belly, the area between our navel and our pubic bone. Quiet breath. Allow the breath to reflect the pose. The serenity pose. Pardon me. Relax your jaw. Unclench your teeth. Let there be a little space between your teeth. Soften your lower jaw. And soften around your temples. Soften the area between your eyebrows, wide forehead. Silently, if you like, on inhale, saying let. On exhale, go. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. And so if it's quiet, or if it's challenging, pardon me, to quiet the mind, placing our hands on our yoga belly and bringing our awareness to our breath can be helpful. So without changing anything, bring a gentle awareness back to your breath. Thank your body again. Our bodies are the best home our mind will ever have. And now see if you can begin to deepen your inhale, lengthen your exhale. If your eyes are closed, gradually blink your eyes open. And so an invitation now to take a look around the space that you're in and name 3 objects that you see. So to bring us back to present, make those neural connections. And so, Om, peace, peace, peace. Notice how you feel before and after yoga practice. Questions or feedback. Always love to hear from you. And so I'm gonna hang out for a few moments. And so the teacher in me honors and appreciates the teacher in each of you. Thank you to Kausar, my pet host, and Connectra for providing this opportunity for us to hang out and practice yoga together. So I'm just going to move into my iPad a little closer, my iPhone, so that I can see you a little better. So nice to see some old friends and some new, meeting a new friend today.
Thank you, Bobbie. Thank you, Connectra. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Right on. Good to have
Bye,
you back.
everyone. Nice to see all of you.
Thanks, Kim.
Thanks, Bobbie. Thanks, Connectra. I had a
Yeah.
great time with my sister here.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Went to Granville Island. We went and had sushi. We did walked on the beach, even if it was raining. You know, it was great.
Oh, you live in the perfect neighborhood for all that
Yeah,
fun
I know.
stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, awesome. I'm so happy for you. That's great.
So I'm off. Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Bobbie.
All right. Thanks, Kausar.
See you next week.
Yeah, for sure.
Bye.